2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very much looking forward to bringing you the action from the golf course for this week's featured group. Now there is a sense of maybe fear, heightened competition this week, as this player has said that they're starting up a rivalry with their playing partner.
Well, Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat young Will Zalatoris. I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
Oh, as am I. Wily Will found his way onto the tour in a very unusual manner, and he kept himself there. The pressure is not too much for him. He can handle anything. He's a fierce young man of the future. And I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his game. Where can you beat him? Where can you see any of those defenses? He's very confident. And as I said, Luke, he can take that pressure.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right. So a good accurate approach required. This one might just sneak off the fairway. Time for the second shot here on the second hole. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here at the second. Go on, get in the hole. That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
How close was that to going down? Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Such soft hands.
The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there. you feel the sky is the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B to point. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. He reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now just has to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
Currently 4 under for the round.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale. Fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again. Front, left and short right. Requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. Going with the 6-iron here. Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
And coming up well short.
And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. Why don't we catch up with? Oh, that's a beauty. Great shot from the bunker. Let's get back to it, shall we? Close to the surface here, and the green side rough. Ooh, that almost went down. That's a touch of class.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Big pass over coming up for this fella. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that'll catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Yeah, this is a quality-looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, that should save them. That one from the sand. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
And from about 105 yards. What a drive that was. F1, watch out. Oh, I guess they're seeing something I'm not. They're going with less club here. Interesting.
Oh, how good was that?
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Always nice to hold those for birdie. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. He's currently tied for 15th.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The 6th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. Again, it's more position off the tee that's required here with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but the safe strategy lays back before them. Should find the green here.
Wow, showing Will Zalatoris that this rivalry is indeed not to be taken lightly.
A spot in the top 10 on the line here if they can hold this.
Looking good so far.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. Oh, he'll take that and a spot in the top 10 to boot. Tony Finau is currently sitting in top spot on the leaderboard. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Oh, almost went in. Playing within their comfort zone there. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's happy, just came off a birdie. This has a real chance.
Oh, you like me and thought that had a chance? What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Has to putt this one downhill.
It's on a great line. Fair effort that. Good birdie. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. Well, that's a handy shot. Playing from around 150 yards here, just 2 shots behind. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Now that looked pretty good the whole way. This putt is for a share of second.
Surely it's going to.
Oh, what a super shot. Step aside, gents. This man's marching into the top 5. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 150 yards.
Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. That was a top effort, that one. So close to going down. And after that hole, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. It's Tony Finau who currently leads. The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left, just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135. Over 300 yards from the tee as well. That's pretty solid.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Outstanding approach shot. Putting for birdie here. It's got a chance. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And a quick glimpse of the leaderboard sees this player currently residing in second place, right behind Tony Finau. The 10th at TPC Scottsdale is a short par 4, measuring just 428 yards from the tips. There's a huge bunker down the right side of this fairway, which suggests maybe less than driver is necessary off the tee. What you want to do is set up for a good angle of approach, though. There's a couple of pot bunkers to the short right of this green and a big one to the front left to be avoided. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Lovely shot out of the bunker. That's in tight. Okay, time to return to the action. Second shot here on the 10th hole. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Nice shot that. That should find the surface. Just putting on a ball striking clinic, it seems, today, Rich.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Looks good off the blade. Beautiful shot. Heading to the next hole, and this player is currently in a share of the lead with Tony Finau. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. Now, this one looks to be heading down the runway. Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
A well holed, he'll take the birdie. And a quick look at the leaderboard has this player currently in first spot, with Tony Finau second. The 12th at TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh my, how about that for a par?
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
This would be a great up and down. Came close with that chip. Straight out of the top drawer.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Well hold. Let's move on. Currently 11 under par for the round. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge.
Well, I think they're attacking this one. They're really going to go for it.
It might be ambitious play, but I like it. Looks like they're going for the green here. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
An eagle putt awaits.
This one's looking good.
The old hammerhands putt. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Can you hear those tweets? This is what they have left for birdie here.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. Leading by a shot after that hole. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. Atta boy, good shot. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location. Wow, that drive, that had so much airtime, I didn't even know if it was coming down.
And choosing the 8-iron here. That was special.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies. These are on rails, looking good.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, No point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. This shot from around the 200-yard marker. Currently leading by 2. Is that right? I think so. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. And he's down there. You got a read?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
Hey, nice looking line. Oh, that's a good way to end what was a challenging hole.
Well, that was a fantastic effort getting it up and down out of that bunker for the birdie.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Wow, that was handy holing out from there.
Oh, went from the outhouse to the penthouse with that chip in.
Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the Stadium Hole Par 3 16th. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. Going with the 8-iron here. This one's going right at the pin here. And this will give reason for the crowd to go absolutely bonkers here. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And back to the course with the live action. This one's for birdie. Yes, they've made it. Still in the lead now after that hole. The penultimate hole at TPC Scottsdale's an absolute beauty. Do you go for it or lay up? A drive here that's just slightly pulled will find the hazard to the left. But if you're short right, a chance to get up and down for your birdie and really push for the title. That's a big drive. Well, that was a boss move off that tee. Found the green in one shot. An eagle chance coming up.
Oh, how about that shot? Taking out the big stick and going ahead and knocking her on. Love it. Surely it's going to.
Well played. What an eagle. He sits in first position. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water hazard down the left-hand side and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. Oh, absolutely flushed. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
This is looking around 115 yards out. Had a fantastic drive.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. This putt is about 15 feet to the hole.
Looking better.
And that signs off on today's round. Well, that was a stout performance all day, and they're going to find themselves with the lead.
It was a lovely round of golf. Lots of golf yet to be played, though. I'm interested to see how they handle the pressure.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.